This video is related to the one on my previous tire rotation. It's a good idea to check your tires every several thousand miles to make sure that they are performing as they should. As I mentioned previously, Tesla recommends checking tire wear and balance and alignment every 10,000 to 12,000 miles. I personally think this is too long. You may have problems sooner than this. I am using a tire tread depth gauge to judge the wear on my tires. Here's the actual tire tread gauge I used. The barrel has markings that show 30 seconds of an inch. It's a simple mechanical device that uses a metal pin to determine depth. My long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3 has the standard 18-inch Michelin Primacy MXM4, which have a shallow 8/30 seconds of depth when new. As you can see in this chart, the tire depth of 8/30 seconds down to 5/30 seconds is in the good range. 4/30 seconds to 3/30 seconds is like in the warning stage. And finally, anything 2/30 seconds and less, you need to replace the tires. As tread depth decreases, braking distance increases, so keep that in mind as your tires get older. Tread depth is the vertical measurement from the top of the tire tread to the bottom of the deepest grooves. Depth is not the only concern. The wear of the tire can also be determined by looking at the depth across the tire. Also, look at the tire itself. If you see wear in the center of the tires are most likely overinflated. If you see wear on both sides, the tires are most likely underinflated. If, for example, you see the inside of the tire worn, or only the outside, there may be alignment issues. The goal is to have even wear across the tire, as seen in mine. I recommend checking across all 4 tread valleys and on 3 different locations on the tire. For example, the left, the top, and the right side of the tires. In my previous video, I did my tire rotation at 13,500 miles. The first one was actually done by mobile service at 6,500 miles. I had roughly 7/30 seconds of an inch at the first rotation, and on my recent rotation, it was 4 to 5/30 seconds of an inch. Rear-wheel drive cars will have more wear on the rear tires since they are doing most of the work. Rotating them with the front evens out the wear. At my first rotation, the rear tires were 1/30 seconds of an inch more wear than the fronts. I usually check the tread depth every 3,000 miles or so to make sure nothing is unusual. At the replacement time of around 2/30 seconds of an inch, I may get around 20,000 miles or so out of these tires. Check your local laws to see what the minimum tire tread depth is, because it varies from place to place. The Model 3 has a convenient tire pressure display for each of the tires. Make sure to keep the tires at the recommended level, in my case, 42 to 44 psi. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.